Join as we learn Chumash for Friday Parshas Tzav, chapter 8, verse 22. Yesterday, we continued the service that Moshe did in introducing Aaron and his sons and how to work in the Holy Temple. Verse 22 continues the service of Moshe on the 7 days prior to the building of the tabernacle. Vayakriv es ayil hasheni, and then he brought forth the second ram, Eila miluyim, which this was going to be the installation ram. And Aaron and his sons pulling their hands on the head of this ram. Rashi, Eila miluyim, Eil hashlamim. This was actually a peace offering lamb. Shemiluyim loshin shlamim. Shemimalam hashlimim sakayim bekiyasam. The word miluyim, which means to complete, to fill, which this also comes from the word peace, shalim, which also means complete, which it would complete and fill the Kohanim, meaning that this would install the Kohanim in their rights, that they would be the ones to serve in the Holy Temple. Verse 23. Vayishchat, and he slaughtered it. Vayikach Moshe medamei, and Moshe took some of the blood with his finger. Vayitan al tnuch oizen ha'Aaron ha'yemanis, and he put it on the ridge of Aaron's right ear. Val boyen yadei ha'yemanis, and on the middle joint of Aaron's right thumb. Val boyen ragloi ha'yemanis, and on the big toe of Aaron's right foot. Verse 24. Vayakriv es bnei Aaron, and he brought forward the children of Aaron. Vayitin Moshe min Adam, and then Moshe took his finger, and he took from it this blood, and he placed it al tnuch ozdam ha'yemanis, on the ridge of their right ears, like he did by Aaron. Val boyen yadam ha'yemanis, and on the middle joint of their right thumb. Val boyen raglam ha'yemanis, and on the big toe of their right feet. Vayizrek Moshe sadam al mizbeach tzavif, and then Moshe sprinkled the blood. He dashed the remaining blood on the altar, encircling the altar. Verse 25. Then he took the fat that was covering the innards, and the tail, and all the fats that was on the innards, and the diaphragm that was connected along with the part of the liver, and the two kidneys, and its fats, and the right thigh. Verse 26. And from the basket of the matzahs, Asher Lifnei Hashem, that was in front of God. Lokach chalas matzah achas, he took from it one loaf of unleavened bread. V'chalas lechem shemen achas, and he took one loaf of the one that was mixed with oil. Urikik echad, and one that was a flat loaf, a flat bread like a matzah. Vayosam al chalavim, and he placed them on top of the fats. Val sheika yamim, and on the right thigh that he had. Over here, Rashi explains when he uses the terminology v'chalas lechem achas, then the one unleavened bread, what is that referring to? So Rashi explains, hirevucha, that was the one that was boiled in water, shayimar beba shemen keneged achalis v'dekikin, that he put more oil in it to balance out together with the other chalas and flatbreads. Kach mefurish b'menachas, this is the way it's explained in menachas. That means he put more oil on them, and there was a quarter of an oil for the 20 other ones. So you see that the one that there was, for this one that was boiled in water, there was double the amount of oil than the other ones. Verse 27. Vayitin es hakel al kapi Aaron, and he put all of these things on the hands of Aaron, on the palms of Aaron, val kapi banav, on the palms of his sons. Vayonof eisum tnufa lifnei Hashem, and they brought it as a wave offering in front of God. Verse 28, Vayikach Moshe Yitzam Yal Kapeim, then Moshe took it off their hands. Vayakter HaMizbecha, and then he put it on the altar. Ala Oila, together with the scent offering. Miluyim Heim, these were considered as a sacrifice for installation. Lareach Nechoyach, as a pleasing offering to God. Ishul Hashem, a burnt offering for Hashem. Rashi, Vayakter HaMizbecha, Moshe Shimesh Kol Yirmei HaMalumim B'cholik Lavan. Moshe served in the Holy Temple while he was serving in the tabernacle at the time. He was wearing white clothing. He did not wear the actual Kohen's garments. And this was only for that time, and only at that time, being that in all these places we find that Moshe was the one that was bringing the sacrifices, this was only because Moshe was told during these 7 days, and it was specific for that time. Al ha'oila, achar ha'oila, after the ascent offering. We don't find anywhere else that the thigh of the peace offering should ever be brought on the altar besides this one, which was specific for the installation process. Verse 29, Vayikach Moshe Zachazat, and Moshe took the breast, Vayinifeu Tnufa Lifnei Hashem, and he waved it as a wave offering before God, Be'elam Iluyim, from the ram of the installation offering, LaMoshe Haya Lamana, Moshe was able to get a portion to eat from it, Kasher Tziv Hashem es Moshe, like God commanded Moshe. So Moshe actually ate from this ram of offering that was brought as the installation process. This concludes the 6th Torah reading for Parshas Tzav.